This conference will now be recorded.
Hello. Hey guys, this is Naveen here. Welcome back to Naveen Automation Labs. So, in this particular video, guys, this is the third video on this JMeter series. In this particular video, I'll talk about that how to record HTTP and HTTPS scripts, which is very important topic, and for interview point of view also very important. People will ask you a lot of questions, and before that, you need to understand that what do you mean by a proxy, right? You must have heard about this term, that proxy server and proxy. So proxy means, let's see guys, I have this is my client and this is my server, and this is like over the network, this is my network, right? And over the network I'm sending the request to the network, and then sending the request to the server. From the server I'm getting the response, and over the network I'm getting the response to the client. So this is my browser, or it could be client, and then this is my server. So what I'm going to do, that instead of doing this, I want to create an in between a proxy over here. It means whatever the request that you are sending, that request has to be sent via proxy. So I'm just sending this and sending to server, and server sending this particular response. It will capture the response over here and then sending the response back to the client, like that. So this proxy, guys, we are talking about, this is called JMeter proxy we are going to talk about, right? So this JMeter proxy will have two things. First of all, where exactly it is hosted. So let's say it's hosted on my local host, right? And what is the port number? So JMeter by default running on 888 on port number. I'll show you in some time. Okay, this is the port number. So whenever I launch my browser or any kind of internet activity I'm using on my system, on my operating system, that everything has to be going through JMeter proxy. So let's see, I'm using multiple browsers. I can have Google Chrome, I can have Firefox, I can have Safari, I can have Internet Explorer, or maybe I can use, let's see, Skype, I can use some other WebEx or any desktop application, whatever. So everything has to be gone through this particular JMeter proxy. It means whenever you are interacting with your internet, right? Because I have configured like that. So whenever you are interacting with your internet, so every request to the server, now it could be any kind of server, it could be google.com, amazon.com, or Skype or whatever, it has to be gone through via localhost 8888 JMeter proxy. So if you, so this is called a global settings that you have to define in your system, that in your internet options, you have to go there and then you have to define this JMeter proxy, you have to configure over there. So what is the advantage of this? The advantage why we are doing this, because we are doing, whenever we are going to send any request to the server, we want to capture in JMeter. Now this is a JMeter UI. In JMeter UI, we will capture all these requests, that okay, hey, what kind of request, what kind of different internal APIs are running, what are different JavaScripts are okay getting executed, what do you what kind of API, what kind of, it's a get call, a post call, or what exactly the JSON payload we are passing in the background. And from the UI also, what kind of request we are sending. This is just like dev tools. So if you show, if I ask you that okay, hey, you go to, let's see, new window and in Google Chrome, and let's say you like classiccrmpro.com, and you right click on it and you, let's see, inspect this guy over here and you go to network. So I want to capture all the network layers, right? So let's say I click on sign up. So the moment I click on sign up, you can see that okay, there are a lot of sign up requests I can capture over here. It means in the background, the moment I click on a button or refresh the page, there are a lot of things I can see it over here like that, right? Same thing, what I want to capture all these network requests via JMeter. Okay, so to capture this, I have to create JMeter as a proxy. So JMeter will behave like a proxy, and then whatever request it's coming from any browser, JMeter will capture the request, and whatever response is coming, JMeter capture the response And then let's see, this is my request and this is my response I'm getting. This is my request, this is my response. So multiple responses for each and every request I'm getting. Then I can perform some performance testing over here, that I can increase the load, and then I can do some stress testing, and I can create the thread counts and then multiple loop counts and everything I can create, and multiple configuration I can do with respect to load testing or performance testing over here. But that's a different story that we will do it later. But the first thing is, how will you do it? So now there are two types of requests are coming. One is HTTP and another one is HTTPS. So HTTPS means the secured connection with the certificate, with the SSL certificate, secured connection is happening. So whenever you are hitting the server, if you are applying with HTTPS, that means it's a secured connection. No one can hack it, and it's okay registered with the certificate and the SSL certification. We are using it over there. So I don't want to get into deep dive into what do you mean by SSLs and HTTPS and all those things. So normal HTTP means it's a normal certificate. I mean, without any certificate, it's a normal, not at all secured. You just simply send the request and get the response. That's it, right? So when you hit this particular, let's see this, you can see that okay, this is the freecrm.com. You can see that okay, this is, so connection is secure. It means this is HTTPS actually, right? Like that. So the problem is this is the global configuration we have to do it. So how will you do that global configuration in JMeter first of all? So for doing this, we have to, let's see, this is my Mac machine. I'm not going to show you in Mac machine. I'll show you in Windows. So I'll do one thing. Let me switch to my Mac machine. So I'll share my Mac machine just a second. Okay. So I hope you can see my screen now, right? Now, second, yeah. Now, what I'm going to do is that, okay, what I'm going to do, this is my, okay, just a second. Yeah. So this is my JMeter. In my JMeter, what I'll do that I'm going to record something over here. But for recording, what you have to do, let's see, by default, this recorder you have to add. So how will you add this recorder? So let me delete this. So let me just remove this. What you have to do in your test plan, go to add and go to non-test element, test script recorder you have to select like that. Okay. So 1 second. Okay. So test script recorder you have to select, guys. After that, you can see that okay, this is the start button, and then some request filter options are available, and then test plan creation, and you can see that this is a global setting. You can see this is 8888. So this global setting, guys, you have to, okay, this is me, this is a JMeter proxy. JMeter is running on this particular portal. So what you have to do, you have to go to internet options. So first I'll tell you how will you configure right, HTTP request, how will you capture or how will you record the HTTP request. So you have to go to internet options on your operating system, and here you have to go to connections and go to LAN settings, and here you have to select this proxy server and write simple localhost and 8888. You have to write it over here, guys. Okay, this is the thing you have to write it, 8888. After that, you just need to click on OK and then click on OK. So you can directly go to internet options and then you can simply do that. Once this is done, what you have to do that okay, 1 second, this is, yeah, once this is done, you simple open your browser. So let's see, I'll open my Google Chrome, any browser. Let's say I'll open this Google Chrome, and I'll simple say that okay, let's see, I'll simple hit some classic CRM, uh, classic CRM pro.com, right? It means you are hitting this particular website and you see that in my, okay, over here there are no records are coming because there are no scripts. We are not able to configure it. I mean, we are not able to see that okay, there are no scripts are getting generated because your your server is not running, your proxy server is not running. So what I'm going to do that I have to click on this start button, and by default it will tell you that okay, this target controller is configured to this. So it means you have to change the path. So it means your target controller, you have to select that under my test plan. This is my script recorder. Same thing, you can see the test plan. This is my script recorder. You have to select this and then you have to start. and then you click on OK. I'll tell you what do you mean by this pop-up in some time. And then you just scroll down and then you open your Google Chrome, and now you hit this particular site once again. Let's see, classiccrmpro.com, and you go to your JMeter. You can see that classiccrmpro.com I'm able to hit. Right, you can see that one script is getting recorded. So this is I531 and something like this. We are coming, and it's running on HTTP protocol. Right, guys? So it's running on HTTP protocol. Now what I'll do, I'll just go back to my script recorder and then simple stop this, and then I'll delete this once again. Right, and I'll open Google Chrome once again. Maybe this site is quite heavy, it's not loading. So let it be, we can take some other site later on. So now again you hit this particular website, you see that okay, now this site is gone. This site is saying that okay, no internet. There is something with your proxy server. It means because we have stopped the proxy. You can see that my proxy is not running now. My JMeter proxy is not running. So as I told you, I have this particular diagram already created that every request has to be gone through with localhost JMeter proxy. But this proxy is down right now. So that's why what will happen? You have to start the proxy, then only you can capture the script. The moment you stop the proxy, the moment you hit any request, okay, from your operating system, let's see some upgrades are happening, some Windows updates are happening, or maybe some, let's see some antivirus is running, or any browser you are launching, or any website you are launching from any browser. Now you cannot use your internet because your proxy is down, your proxy server is not working. I mean, it's shut down because we have stopped it. And in your internet global configuration, you have already set up, right, the localhost proxy over here. I'll show you once again. See, this is something very important, guys. Try to understand what exactly I'm trying to say. And you see that, okay, in my connection settings, in my LAN setting, this is a proxy. I'm using a proxy that, okay, it should be up and running. Then only I can hit any website. Because every request, now we are not using any, okay, we are just rerouting the internet redirection via proxy. So that's why you see that okay, we are not able to hit any. See, classic CRM is gone. We cannot access that. So how will you access? Let's say I'll open tomorrow google.com. I cannot access. See, it's no internet. So for doing this, what I have to do again, I have to go to Jmeter and start the proxy once again from here. Click on OK, and you try to hit once again. So let's say I'll try google.com, but this is not secured, right? Because google.com is always with HTTPS and we haven't configured HTTPS. So that's why again, now HTTPS request also I cannot access. That I'll tell you in some time. So now back to your classic crmpro.com. This site is not secured. You can directly hit this particular site and then you see, okay, after some time, or let me start it once again. Let me just refresh once again. The moment I this, you can see I start getting some script over here once again. It means I can record my script classiccrmpro.com, something like this. Right, guys? Sometimes what happens is okay, some unnecessary things also coming with your script. Right, that I'll tell you in some time that how will you prevent those, let's see .js or .css or .png or .jpg, unnecessary things also coming, okay, from the server response. I want to prevent that particular response. I don't want to that, okay, capture those requests also. So that I'll tell you in some time. So this is about the HTTP. But the problem with HTTP or HTTPS, the problem with the global setting, guys, that this is my global setting that I told you that you go to once again, internet options. The problem with this setting is that this is a global setting. It means whenever you are using any browser or any background services are running, in that case, every time it will capture the request from here. So let's say your antivirus is running, or let's say your any connection is established via some other browser, or because I want only classic crmpro.com. I don't want unnecessary things over here. So sometimes what happens is okay, you will see some lot of things, unnecessary things are coming over here. I want to avoid those things. So how will you avoid? To avoid this thing, we have to remove this global setting. So this is not the right practice that okay, you go to connection in LAN settings. This is your global connection proxy settings. It means whenever you are trying to hit internet from your operating system, either it is browser or any or your any desktop application or whatever, JMeter will try to capture the request over here. So that is not the right way of doing it. So I just uncheck this, select all these, I mean uncheck all these things, click on OK, make sure that okay everything is not selected, and click on OK, and then click on OK. Now I have removed my global setting from there, right? Okay, so instead of Google Chrome, now I'll be using Firefox. So I'll go to Firefox, and you simply go to Firefox options, because in Firefox we have configure proxy settings only for Firefox. That's a very good options available in Firefox. So you simply go to at the bottom and go to settings, and you can see that right now we are not using any proxy. Now we will configure a proxy over here in Firefox options, localhost 8888 manual proxy configuration, SSL proxy, and FTP proxy also you have to write 8888, and do not need to write anything in SOX host. So just ignore it, and then you simply click on OK. Okay, you simply click on OK. After that, what you have to do, you just need to go to Jmeter, right? And let me delete this. And what you need to do, you open your Firefox. Now, whatever the request we are sending from the Firefox, we will try to capture those requests. So I'll open a new tab, and then I'll enter, let's see, classic freecrm.com. Okay, and then this is, let me check, this is the secured connection or not. Yeah, so 1 second, I'll do one thing. Let's see, classic.crmpro.com. Let's try to hit this particular site, and we have to start the proxy. See, again, it's saying proxy server is refusing the connection. Why? Because we have not started the proxy. Now let me start the proxy now. Click on OK, and then you hit this particular site once again. Let's see, classiccrmpro.com. Now you can see I can again still able to record the script. Now you can see that everything I can record it. So a lot of things are coming. You can see this classiccrmpro.com, and along with that you can see that a lot of CSS files are coming from classic CRM. You can see that there are so many unnecessary things are coming, right? You can see that okay, there are multiple JS file, .js file, and all those things are coming. I don't want these things. So how to exclude your CSS and JS extensions? A lot of things you are trying to capture over here, right? You can see that everything is HTTP, and from this particular site, because you can see on this particular page there are multiple CSS, multiple images are available like this. So it will try to capture all the images, all CSS and everything. You can see that .css and everything. So I don't want that, because what will you do with this unnecessary things? I don't want to capture that. So what are you going to do? You simple go to this particular script recorder, and go to request filtering, and here one option is there, URL patterns to exclude, and you simply click on add suggested excludes. And the moment you say that, I cannot maximize it, guys. So you can simply see that this is these are different excludes are available. So you can see that okay, CSS is also available, this JS is also available, right? Like this. So let's say I want to ignore a JPG file, right? So you simply write, put a pipe over here, and then simple write, I don't want any JPG. Put a pipe over here. Once again, let's see, double click on it. Okay, just first you stop the server, and you simple write, let's say I don't want JPG, I don't want, once again, I don't want PNG also. Okay, so all these extensions you can write it over here, guys. Please try to understand, this is what I'm talking about. I just copy this, and then I'll show you, let's see, okay, in notepad what exactly I'm saying. So these are the exclude, guys, you have to add it. Okay, these are the excludes. So like see .png, .jpg, I don't want any CSS, I don't want any JS, I don't want any GIF file, the GIF file, I don't. Okay, JPG is already written, so you can see that JPG and JG is already covered. So let's not write it over here, right? So I can remove it from there as well, right? So any, let's see, .txt, so I don't want any .txt file also. If anything is coming from the server, I just want to ignore that. So you can take all the excludes over here. So let me just update this. So first of all, I don't need any JPG, PNG is already covered. right? So it's everything is pipe separated. Let's say I'll write .txt like that. Okay, let me, yeah, then we have to put a bracket over here, and then second one is remove it. Right, now what I'm going to do, I'll just delete this entire thing once again, and then we will try to capture the request. Simple delete it, and start the proxy and try to hit this connection once again, this classic crmpro.com. Now you see that, okay, now we are getting the limited access. You can see that. Now you can see that, okay, now very few information we are getting. We are not getting everything. You can see that, okay, OMCS, something like this, or some internal API they are getting called, but still we are getting one CSS. So, although this is not .css, but this is from Google API. Okay, this is from the Google API. Something is coming. Maybe they are using the Google API internally, or my Google API also running on my system. Okay, from my Firefox. So let's see, it's coming. So now you can see immediately I just reduce the request. Unnecessary things I have, unnecessary unwanted thing I'm just ignoring over here. So this is how we have to capture, guys. You can see that my first request is this HTTP request I have to capture. Now, how will you capture HTTPS request? Right now, the moment, let me remove this once again. Now I'll try to hit any HTTPS request. So let's see, I'll try to hit, let's see, ApacheJmeter.com or Apache.jmeter.apache.org. This is a secured connection. Are we getting something? See, we are getting from Google or something else, but not from Apache. Right, guys? Not from Apache, because Apache is your, this JMeter is your secured connection. So I cannot capture it via my proxy. Right? So this is again, I cannot do it. Now the question is, how will you handle HTTPS? So HTTP we have seen. Now, how will you handle HTTPS? So let me stop this. Otherwise, unnecessary it will capture a lot of things. Now, how will you take HTTPS? So for HTTPS, guys, what do you have to do? The moment, let's see, you try to, okay, you start your proxy, click on OK, you come over here, and let's see, you hit this particular site once again. Okay, so see, it's still loading. Okay, or let me check some other site. Let's say I open google.com. So the moment you open google.com, one second. Okay, let me just hit it again. Okay, once again, let me check my internet options. I hope I have removed the connection settings from there. I make sure I'm not using any proxy settings. Okay, fine. One second. Okay, fine. So now you can see that I can access google.com, or I can access any secured connection website with HTTPS. Why? Because I have already installed a certificate over here. In your case, first time you won't be able to hit this. Okay, any secured website. So what you need to do, you need to go to options, and in my option you go to privacy and security, and here what you have to do, guys, you have to click on view certificates, and in view certificates you have to add one certificate. You can see that I have already added a certificate over here. So let's see, I'll just delete this particular certificate, delete, and I'll show you once again. So my certificate is gone, and then you try to hit google.com once again. Okay, so my request, I mean my proxy is still running. So let's see, hit this particular google.com once again. Okay, maybe it's coming from the cache. So let me close this particular browser, close all the things, and then open Firefox once again. Okay, and on my Firefox, I'll do one thing. Let me close this, enter google.com. Now you see this, it's saying did not connect, potentially security issue. Because why? Because I don't have any certificate. I have removed the certificate, right, guys? So after removing the certificate, you have to close the browser and you have to open it again. Otherwise, it will take it from the cache, right? It will take it from the cache. So just close it because I've removed the certificate. Now, how will you add that particular certificate? So if you remember one thing, let me stop this. The moment I start this, the moment I start my recorder or proxy, you see that, okay, it's saying root CA certificate Apache this already created in your bin directory, in your Jmeter bin directory. It got created. So what we have to do, we have to configure that in my Firefox. So I'll open my Firefox once again. Just go to Firefox, and in my Firefox, select this particular option, go to this options and go to privacy and security. Scroll down, view certificate, go to authorities and click on import. Here you have to import one certificate. You go to your documents, go to Jmeter directory, go to bin, and here this particular certificate you have to add and click on open. And then select these two options, trust this certificate to identify emails and websites both, and click on OK. So this certificate will be added and then you click on OK. Now you can hit any HTTPS request. Okay. Now let's see, my script is still running, and then I'll hit, let's see, google.com. I can access my internet. Right, guys? Now I'll do one thing. Let me stop the script, and you can see there are so many requests I can handle now. And let me first of all remove all these guys. Right, I'll start my script once again. Click on OK, go to Firefox, and then you open rediff.com. Rediff.com is also secured connection as with HTTPS, so we should be able to open Rediff. So I'll open this. You can see that, okay, there are some requests are coming from Rediff. I'll show you. See, all these requests are coming from Rediff. Can you see that? Rediff.com, something like this. And Rediff.com is a very heavy website. There are a lot of third-party things they are calling. So you can see that, okay, there are a lot of things they are calling, some Google Map APIs or some Google APIs or maybe some third-party APIs they're calling. So each and everything I'm trying to capture over here like that. Okay, so you can see that everything is coming in the form of rediff.com. There are so many things on rediff.com. See, money.rediff.com, I'm worldrediff.com, something like this, right? So you can capture all the recordings with respect to HTTPS connection. So you can see that everything is HTTPS. Okay, so this is how, guys, for HTTPS. Now see, you can see everything is Rediff. So with HTTPS you have to add the certificate, and the certificate will be added automatically by Jmeter the moment you start the recording. So let's see, I'll stop it again. You started and it's saying in root CA certificate already created in Jmeter bin directory. Okay, in Jmeter bin directory it will be created, so you have to add that certificate in your Firefox. Now let's see, I'll remove the certificate once again, and then let's see, are we able to access or not. So I'll go to privacy and security, and you simply go to view certificate. You simply click on this Jmeter root certificate and simple delete, and then close it. Close your browser. Browser closing is important, and open it again. Then I'll first try to access. See, this is also secured connection. I'll try to access any google.com. See, I cannot access. I'll try to access, let's see, rediff.com. I cannot access. Everything it's saying that, okay, software is preventing Firefox from safely connecting to this particular site because Jmeter root certificate is not available in your system. So you have to add as an option, then only you can simply do that. The moment I try to add this classic crmpro.com, okay, that I can access because this is non-secured, guys. You can see that this is connection is not secured. So HTTP I can access, but HTTPS I cannot. Remember this thing, right? So what I'm going to do, once again I'll show, I'll just go to options and I'll try to add the certificate once again. Go to privacy and security, go at the bottom, view certificates, click on authorities, and okay, the certificate okay, it's already added now. Okay, if it is added, let me import it once again. Select this certificate and click on OK. Now you try to hit rediff.com once again. Okay, or you close the browser and open it again. So I'll go to Firefox and let's see rediffmail.com. Okay, it's still not taking it. So let me do one thing. Let's do it once again. Maybe the certificate got expired because there's so many things in between we are doing. So let me first stop this. Okay, this stopping the proxy is very important. And first you delete all these recording scripts, unnecessary, delete it. Yes, right. I know this is a little confusing, guys, but you have to understand that. Now what I'm going to do that I'll open my Firefox once again. And okay, I'll open my Firefox and let's see. I'll simple hit google.com. Let me check the certificate. It's saying the proxy server is refusing the connection. Yes, why? Because my proxy is not started. So I start my proxy, click on OK, go to this, and let's hit it again. It's saying that the new certificate got added. So I have to import the latest certificate. Go to options, go to privacy and security, and click on view certificates, click on authorities, and first you remove this. Okay, delete and import it again. This is the latest one. You can see that it just added over here, and you select this. Okay, it's already installed. One second. One second. Let's do it again. Yeah, you have to select this trust and click on OK. So now this is added. Click on OK. Now let's see. Open a new tab, then enter google.com. Now see, you are able to access google.com. Right, guys? So two things are important. Make sure your proxy server is running and the latest certificate that you have added. Then only you can access all the HTTPS request. Right? Now let's see if I open this. You can see that all these things I can access. So I just remove all these unnecessary requests and then we will try to hit the once again. So let's see this time again. I'm going to hit rediff.com. The moment I enter rediff.com, you see that rediff.com is start getting it. See, there are so many requests are coming like that. Rediff.com, rediff.com, rediff.com. All these are get calls and everything. So whatever the rediff.com you see in the Google Chrome network console, right? Same thing, you can check it over here like that. And all are HTTPS. You can see all are HTTPS. Okay, so guys, this is how we have to add the certificate, and this is how we have to capture all the HTTPS requests in Jmeter. And this is very important topic, guys. Please do it and try to do with both HTTP and HTTPS. Sometime what happens, let's see, this HTTPS certificate is not added the moment you start recording, right? So let me remove this once again. Right, let me stop the recording. In the moment you added start, it's saying the root certificate available in Jmeter bin directory. If it is not happening, sometime what happens, okay, in your bin directory, root certificate is not available. This root certificate, you can download it also. Okay, so how will you download? You simply go to Google, and on Google you simply write Jmeter root CA certificate download. You go to their you need to go to their Git repository. Okay, over here, and here you need to add this particular file. This is a root certificate, and you have to download this zip file. So simply click on download zip over here. So this is a zip file. Okay, one second. So this is a zip file. It will be given to you guys. And here, open this particular folder, and this is a root certificate. You just need to copy this root certificate, copy this, and go to your Jmeter bin directory and paste it over here. And then the same certificate you have to import in your Firefox via Firefox option that I have already showed you multiple times. Okay, so this is what you have to do. okay, to capture all the HTTPS request, right? Okay, one last thing, guys. Let me quickly tell you. Just remove this. The moment, let me stop it. Right, the moment you start the recording, right, you first of all root certification got created, and you will see this recorder transaction control panel also like this. Here you can give a prefix. Let's see, this is my prefix, rediff underscore page, whatever, login page or rediff page or whatever. Now whatever the request that you are going to add, everything will be added with rediff page, rediff underscore page. So let's see, I'm just going to add this. I just refresh this once again, and whatever the request that you are getting from rediff, you will be getting with this. So it will help you to understand that, okay, what are different things are coming from rediff page. Okay, guys, you can see that rediff page underscore rediff page underscore rediff page underscore slash whatever the request URLs are there which are coming from rediff. So this is very, very helpful. Or which are not coming through, see, everything is coming from rediff page. You can see that, right? Which are not coming through rediff page, then you can ignore. Okay, that particular request you can ignore that. Okay, so guys, that's all for today for this particular session. I hope that's very much clear to you now. Please try what is HTTP and HTTPS, and let me know if you have any issues with that. And please subscribe to the channel, guys. A lot of new things are coming with respect to JMeter, and a lot of good things we will learn about it. So thank you so much, guys, and thanks for watching this video.